So, hi all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of the day you are joining me. I am Analyst Ankur from House of Analyst Ankur. I track the IT, engineering, software, and services needs at enterprises. I recently also did a 2 by 2 matrix on close to 19 top auto Indian ancillaries in the Indian market. The report for the same would be available shortly. The 2 by 2 matrix is available at my handles and website. Today, I am being joined by a very special guest of mine, and they have significant experience in the manufacturing excellence and whole of the IT implementations at Indian enterprises, not just the automotive domain, the broader industry he has catered to. I would like Mr. Arya to quickly help with his experience and what he brings to the table today.
Yeah, good evening, good morning, good day, good afternoon to everyone. This is my name is Vaidyanathan Iyer. Basically, the Iyer is stands as it is because as far as my official name is concerned, there is no Iyer in that because my all legal document doesn't have that thing. Okay, fine.
Okay.
See, to introduce myself, I did a BSc degree and then I did a PG diploma in computer programming, and I started earlier my career in 1984, being starting as a career as computer operator, something like that. And later on, I had a beautiful experience of implementing all softwares like starting from the tally, and I had developed myself so many systems in payroll and inventory systems, all those things in a nutshell. I've been on the core of IT implementation, giving training to people, end users, and start using the system. Then later on, I entered into the era of SAP R3 era, and I had a experience of implementing SAP R3 in around 4 to 5 companies with different implementation partners like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, like that. For example, Accenture, PwC, KPMG, and then the third tier implementation partners.
Mm-hmm.
In those things, I am being the one project coordinator with all the entire company, and I get used to coordinate with the implementation partner. And then later on, I take in charge of that running that show. So that's the background. For example, if you say one implementation I did it in a pharmaceutical company, and that was a record break of we implemented it in 145 days.
Okay.
In three factory locations and two and all across the regional offices, everything. So that's the one success factor I can say. And later on, I been to Kenya, Nairobi, where I worked in a paint industry for almost 6 years, and there I developed completely all the IT infrastructure scratch from zero. And I completed all the implementations of softwares, all those things. And currently I'm coming from Kenya. I'm currently working in a software company where we do the solutions based on RFID and barcode technologies, and
Okay.
you for WMS, WAP, and automations using vision cameras, all those stuff. So currently I'm looking after these things, and basically I lead the enterprise projects for our WMS and WAP solutions. Basically, I had done implementation in a ceramic industry, rack ceramics at Dubai, and Godrej in South Africa and Nigeria, all those things. So that's my background. Okay.
Got it.
Um, so now you can go ahead. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sir. Thank you, sir, for providing with a very comprehensive background. So the first question that I have, I want to understand how the digital transformation of this space. When I say this space, I specifically mean the asset-heavy verticals in the Indian market, right? Whether you say automotive, whether you say industrial products. So even
Yeah.
construction industry and real estate and such sectors. So how do you see if we go some 20 years back, 30 years back, you mentioned, I believe 1986 was the year when you graduated from BSc?
Yeah. 84, 84,
80, 84,
1984.
1984.
Yes.
So if I can say from 84 to 94, then from 94 to 2004, from 2004 to 2014, if there's one thing that has been there as part of the error, like when was ERP systems became kind of mainstream, when did SAP implementations kind of became mainstream? And the other one question is, when did they become mainstream? And the second question is, which were the functions that were the first to implement this? What those payroll, what those inventory, what those after sales? So what is your experience about that?
Yeah. See, basically, from my experience, what I found is that from 1984 to 1994, that one decade, so many companies, even big companies, they are into basically they do the implementation of accounting. Finance and accounting were the starting point for all most of the companies. So, and then later on, the focus shift to as a ERP solution. So
Okay,
that's the basic is started with finance and accounts. And then
okay,
there the latest the focus to the ERP implementation. Then that's the entire one decade. If you see so many companies, they have implemented only the ERP solution and finance and accounts. Nobody had touched other parts of the functionality processes in the manufacturing companies. So after 1995 and all that, the focus is shift to the production
okay,
centric,
okay,
operation centric implement software implementations. Even though it is a part of the thing, then that era, the SAP becomes the thumb rule for it. So the company who did the implementation of SAP, their brand value goes up.
okay,
It's gone
okay.
up. So that's the value. The value is brand value is considered based whether implemented SAP, yeah, then the company brand is high. So that is the scenario. And then after that, 1994 onwards, up to 2000, the same scenario continued. But after 2000, the focus shift to PLI,
Okay.
using the manufacturing things using the PLI programs. And there are so many applications come up in that. And they started using, in fixed manufacturing company, they used to control the processes
Mm-hmm.
using PLI and applications had come. So that's started from 2000 onwards. So 2000 onwards, in so many manufacturing companies where the operations was controlled manually. For example,
Mm-hmm.
the releasing of the water to the mixing vessels. So you
Yeah.
release the water, release control the pressure, control the temperature. All these things have been happened in a manual way. But
Okay.
using the PLI programming, then the software has been started using on that. So
Got it.
apart
Got
from
it.
yeah. So that's the main progress. So later on, all the companies they started using that technology, and today is it evolved like anything. Now the AI, and all these stuff are coming into that. So controlling that part. So currently, if you see if I see in around 2010 onwards, so the barcode technology uh, come up. Barcode technology and solutions had come to capture the movements of the goods,
Okay.
finished goods, or
Okay.
something like that. So what happens, when do especially in FMCG industry, textile industry, there are a lot of curtains, small containers they used to handle, and they used to invoice it, and they have to move out in the trucks and all that. There are a lot of mistakes happen. So what is the solution for that? That the barcode labeling had come. So
Mm-hmm.
applying generating the barcode, applying it, and then using the software, you scan those things while making dispatching into the truck or something. That they have the mismatches have been reduced. So
Okay.
that is from started from 2010 onwards. So that's a scenario. Now after that, if you see today's manufacturing scenarios, what the technology had taken it there. Now it is totally controlled by, I can say, controlled by technology. So the
Mm-hmm.
manpower control is very, very less into that. Okay, even in the paint industry, whatever industry you say, the entire control mechanism is done by the software and solutions and all that. So even today is we are also doing that same thing, vision using the vision cameras.
Okay.
The we are doing the basic um, uh, quality checking. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if you take in the liquor industry, the bottles are coming in the automated line. Okay,
Yes.
the liquor is filled up, the cap is done, then there is a um, uh, what is called um, label given by the central excise department to control that. It is applied. So when it comes into that, we are using the vision camera. There is a preset at parameters. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this cap should be there. This liquid should be this much height, because
Okay.
some bottle if it is lesser than that. So all these parameters have been fixed, and the vision camera will it moves through the vision camera, it will take those parameters, and there is a software. Okay, so what will happen? It will check the parameter. If it is passed, then it will divert into the pass line. If it is not, one parameter is missing, then it will go to the another direction. Okay,
Got
so
it.
that means it is qualified.
Yeah.
So that way, now the vision cameras that we are using it. Yeah. So that's the current scenario. So if you overall, if you see previously, it's a luxury thing. Having the computer and doing something with the computer is a luxury. But today's scenario, it is not luxury at all. It's a necessity now.
Okay.
So
So
that
two,
is the evaluation.
yeah, two questions that I have. One, I'm very much intrigued by the vision camera thing that you mentioned. So what's the kind of accuracy? One, have you developed, so are the companies developing these solutions in-house? Or what, supposedly, like you are acting as a vendor in this space, like providing vision cameras to different enterprises, or are you
Yes.
procuring from somewhere else? How is that working in?
See, basically, we are the basic integrate solution integrators.
Okay.
We develop the solution, and then we will recommend what is the basic required cameras and all that. Sometimes the customer will buy from us, by a specific brand or something, or they will buy on their own as per the recommended specifications.
Hmm.
Okay, so they will buy the hardware things, and they will provide the basic network infrastructure and everything. The solution is developed by us, and then we
Okay.
will implement it, and then we will give training to the user, and it go like that.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. And the other thing that I had in the mind was, like you mentioned, you gave us the journey from 1984 till date. So how has the motivation to implement these systems changed? Like, has the motivation be cost saving, brand value, or because the peers are doing? Like, how has this motivation changed? Like the mix changed of it?
See, the companies are enterprises, they are looking this computerization or whatever you call it, technology implementation, they see it as a part of their business. Previously, it was not like that. Previously, it
Okay.
was like, something we need to do basic accounting, inventory management, all those stuffs only. Now, what happened? The entire company, they are looking as a part of the business. Suppose if you want to do the business, grow a business with a more profit margin, so what is the basic things? You have to reduce the cost of manufacturing, and reduce the you have to do the more spending on marketing, so that you will end up with the more sales volume, and end up with the profit margins. So what happens now, the cost, how do you control the cost? So
Yeah.
basically, if you yeah, if you put the proper solution in place, so that you will have the data in your hand. Based on the data, you can do the analytics, and then you say where the exactly deviation is going on. Whether it is a manufacturing company, whether you are in the trading also. So trading also, you can, if you do the analysis of the data, what price I have purchased and what price I sold, and what is the cost of that particular invoice to invoice tracking. If you have the mechanism, then you will find out where is my money is going
Leakage.
waste.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the leakage is there. So that is why nowadays it is the part and parcel of the business. So even without, you cannot imagine that a company or a small business without any software and computers. You can't imagine that right now. That is the situation right now.
But again, I'm coming back to that question. ERP implementation or tally today might be part of the business case, as you are saying, but our vision systems, a luxury today, or are they also part of that bucket of goods which
No.
should be there?
Yes. Yeah, see, visions using vision cameras and these things, it is necessary now, right now. What happens if you do it on quality checking on a manual way? So what happens? It takes longer time, and the demand is there. You need to produce immediately, and you have to dispatch it. It is on just in time concept. So you cannot put manually. You can do all these things. It is very difficult right now. So the using vision cameras and in partially or fully, you can do the parameter checkings. So I taken the example of liquor industry because the liquor industry is the mass production. Okay, the liquor industry is the mass production. Every day they produce more than 50,000, 60,000 bottles in different brands. Okay,
Yeah.
so there you can check manually checking all these basic parameters which is affecting your business because it is rejected by the market people. So
Yes,
that is
yes.
why it is very necessary now. It's not a luxury, so as of now.
Okay, okay.
I took a small example. Same way, there are laws, so many solutions are there. For example, if you take sales force, sales applications, tracking the sales force activities, it
Mm-hmm.
is a must nowadays. Yeah.
Got it, got it. And because I asked the journey from 1984 till today, so what is 5 years, 10 years hence? What is 5 years, 10 years from now you are seeing that this is the thing that is maybe luxury today and that would become a necessity tomorrow, that you maybe you are working or your peers are working or you are thinking in the mind. That's where's your thought leadership coming there?
Yes. See, I can say that the inclusiveness of AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, all these things are somewhat is been perceived as a luxury thing as of today. But if you say next to 5 years, these are the essential one. It will become an essential one because AI and machine learning, all these things will become a day-to-day life, and especially in manufacturing companies, it will be the essential one because the way it is progressing, even if you take it the example of using vision camera and doing the quality checking, in that also you will get a lot of data. So doing manually analyzing those data and all the why the so much rejection on this particular brand or something like that, so particular bottles size of the container or the bottles, so there if it's a manually, if you do the analysis with a lot of time, so there you can start using AI and have this data in volumes. It will do the just do the analysis in a fraction of a minute or something, and it will give the results. So considering these facts, now AI and machine learning will be the next 5 years. After 5 years, it will be the basic one.
Okay,
Like
but
how I said, the
okay.
vision camera is today.
Got it, got it. And
Yeah.
a quick question is the vision camera technology that you are suggesting, that you are talking about, which is a kind of necessity today, as you mentioned. Uh, don't they use AI and ML? To my knowledge, they were using open source, open CV technologies to firstly train the solution on the images. And as you mentioned, that these are the certain attributes. This should how the bottle should be filled. This should how it should be labeled. How should the cap be crowned? So all such things, isn't it using AI ML today as well? So are you saying that a very superior and advanced version would be would be necessity tomorrow?
Yeah, see, basically, right now, what happened now, the even you say the robots can be used to segregate this kind of a thing. But in Indian things and then scenario, the robotics is not that much developed as we expect to do what manually we are doing or the vision camera is doing. So that is the different parts because AI, what I'm assuming that the AI will be become the part to the analysis part
Okay.
because what happens even if you see for example if a FMCG industry, for example if you are manufacturing toothpaste or something like that, now
Mm-hmm.
the filling of the toothpaste, okay, is controlled by the machine by calibration.
Okay.
Okay, so they do the calibration first and then it will fill up according to the calibration. It will fill up, it is 50 gram or 100 gram, it will fill up to that calibration is done by manually we are doing it. Okay, so sometimes what happens, the calibration might go where different. So when it comes out, it may somebody man some prefer they have to wait some random checks. They took one of the tubes, put filled up toothpaste, and they will weigh it manually whether it is 50 gram or not, how much the variation. If you see this kind of technology, when it goes through the production line, when it goes to the thing, and we can put some weighing machines and take that information. So that solution also we are giving. So it will automatically weigh. When you pass through that weighing balance, so it will weigh it. Whether it
Yeah.
is under as per the calibration or not, then it will go separate. If it is lesser than that calibration weight, it will go to the different directions. So that is also auto weighing this thing. This is all very much necessary. What happens? It will goes to the public, and if it will weighment is different, difference is there, then it will become a consumer rights issue.
Right, right, right.
So that
I get
is,
it.
yeah,
Got it. So it's actually very interesting to understand what you are kind of envisioning for the next 5 to 10 years. And at the same time, as Mr. Arya mentioned, that today vision camera systems are, are not a luxury. They are turning into a necessity. It might depend from industry to industry. Maybe manufacturing might be adopting it more, textile might be adopting it more. They seem to be significantly experienced in packaging in the liquor industry. That's why they have significant anecdotes from that side. So that's another key aspect. The the final aspect that I would like to touch upon, because we have talked about production, we have talked about monitoring, quality assurance. Even Mr. Ayer talked about after sales as well, as to how post sales the sales force needs to be managed or customer experiences need to be managed. There's one aspect, sir, which I want to touch, which is product design. So in the design
yeah.
space, since 1984, how have you seen the things turning? Or is it still the case that the design is coming from the US entity and the designs are just being laid onto the systems directly without much R&D in India? How is the case changing?
No, no, no. See, the design technology is evolved like anything. It
Okay.
is, we are not depending on any other countries. In India only we are developed like the design itself is down to the thing. Now I had a opportunity to go to the JBM company where they do the electric EV vehicles, especially the bus sector.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, there we are given our solution based on our RFID solution and barcode solution. We had given a solution to them to check whether assembled parts is it may having, for example, one small braking system. It has so many other parts
Yes.
also.
Yes.
So other parts also has to be whether it is gone correctly or not. Which suppose which serial number of the one spare parts of the entire braking system. So we had given that solution. Okay, so there I had a chance to see their designing also. They are using very latest technology for designing. Not only that, they are using AI. They are using the AI to do that design and development. So now that become once we have CAD and CAD system, CAD and all those things we are
Yeah.
used to have it. What you call that software. That all got now AI is become taking part in that designing level itself. So just give the parameters that I am looking for this
Mm-hmm.
product, this part, this is the dimension, this is the way I want to lifespan, what is the lifespan, and what material
Yeah. Yeah.
I want, you have to use it. So the AI does all the analysis, and it straight away it gives the recommendation as well as the drawing. So it gives
Okay.
the drawing also.
Okay.
So that way it is designed. I'm just given an example, automotive parts. The
Mm-hmm.
same way it applies to different companies. For example, if you are doing a pharma or FMCG industry, if you are developing a new product, so
Yeah.
previously they have to take the bombs and they have to do
Yeah.
research and all that. So now it is really AI is helping them in that. It may not be 100% cannot do, but
Yeah.
it is really helping them to do the things in a shorter period.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
So I understand, sir. We are almost at the top of the time for today, but we have had a very interesting discussion, like very nuanced discussion on how have the digital transformation, IT implementations, and you did not talk just about the IT. You talked about the complete coverage of engineering and the post sales thing as well. So we will touch base maybe in couple of our next podcasts on how
Yeah.
after sales and other aspects, because the sir is significantly experienced in the space. That's why he's very enthusiastic about talking the different aspects of IT and engineering implementations. Having said that, we are at the top of the time today. Do provide in the comment section what did you like, what did you understand. You can reach out to sir for any specific queries to Vision Systems. They have their own own developments and support system. They mentioned they are a system integrator in the space and do specific solutioning. I would put their website link, their LinkedIn handle link in the comment section. Do reach out to them. At the same time, I did a complete 2 by 2 matrix of how the different set of Indian auto ancillaries are developing their digital prowess in the space. Some of the companies which I have covered include Motherson Group, Bosch Limited, Uno Minda, Bharat Forge, Schaeffler India, Exide Industries, ZF Commercial India, Asahi India, Tenneco India, Amara Batteries, Belrise Industries, CIE India, JBM Auto, Shriram Pistons, Gabriel India, Sansera Engineering, and Lumax Auto. These are some of the companies. If you need any specific insights on those, you can buy my complete report. You can have a 30-minute session with me to understand what are their IT engineering priorities for the next fiscal. I can help you those. Thank you, sir, for joining in. Uh,
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for your time, and it's been a great pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for you, and thank you for the podcast, and thank you for all the audience. We will be in touch base in the future. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.